Good morning, class. This is week 3, lesson 4. And just to start off with the question, please explain how the League was a great force for peace in the 1920s. And we'll be continuing from where we left off with other achievements of the League. Number 6, in 1928, the economies of European countries were recovering. And the Taoist Plan of 1924, for instance, helped Germany to recover from its economic damages. We see that the plan also aided France and Britain to recover from their economic chaos, and trading relationships between the countries helped reduce international tension. And we know that one of the main aims of the League was to encourage trading ties between the countries so as to discourage them from going into war with each other. And right below that, we have a diagram. If we could all just take a minute to look at it. And we'll start from the very left-hand side where we see American loans being given to certain European countries. So that meant there was more money available, which led to European countries being able to rebuild their industries. And there was an increase in employment because there were jobs, which led to an increase in international trade and also to an increase in profits. I hope we've all had enough time to go through it. You can always refer to it after this. And so right after that, it's just a basic summary of the diagram, how the Taoist plan helped economic recovery in Europe. So we see that American loans were being given to European countries, and the fact that they had more money helped them to rebuild their industries, which led to an increase in employment and an increase in profits. And these also led to an increase in international trade. And so the Taoist Plan of 1924 also reduced the amount of reparations that Germany was to pay to the victorious countries of the First World War. And the plan also made the period of reparations payment by Germany longer. So we'll go to number 7 of the achievements of the League. And so the League handled 66 major international disputes between the First and Second World War. And one of these was the border dispute between the Greeks and Bulgarians in 1925. So the League was successful in half of the disputes that it settled, even though that was not the only way. And we see that the League was effective in handling small change of international diplomacy. The implication is that the League could not deal with big issues. And number 8 of the achievements of the League, we see that it helps develop an international mindset among leaders. It helped them to think in terms of collaborating rather than competing. So the League did this by simply being in existence, and we'll see that great and small powers felt that it was worth sending their ministers to the League meetings throughout the 1920s and 1930s, so that they would often talk when they might not have done so otherwise, because they were all meeting, they were able to talk. And even when the great powers acted on their own, e.g. with Corfu, it was often their ministers had discussed their plans at the League meetings. And that is it for today. Thank you very much.